All right, before we get into it, I want to talk about something really important. Malik Kilaya. So, I feel the Indian diet is compromised. And I'm not talking about protein. A lot of people talking about protein, and the world doesn't need another fitness influencer. What I'm particularly talking about is the information diet. The kind of stuff that we consume on the internet without critically thinking about it. Because एक इंसान अगर माइक और सेटअप लेके बैठा है तो सच ही बोल रहा होगा, तथ्य होगा उसकी बात में. I think this is also where Indian programming comes into play. We've been trained under a system that operates on bureaucracy. So we have that tendency to put the other person on the pedestal. While under this process of passively interacting with content, hota kya hai ki you click on the video and you almost stop thinking. The information flow is unidirectional. बिना किसी गड्ढों के, बिना किसी thinking के barrier के. Unlike our Indian roads, by the way. West May, even the figures like Joe Rogan and Chris Williams, they get under constant scrutiny for saying stuff. And that is something which we critically miss in Indian ecosystem. There's no back and forth. And we expect the infotainment space to grow. It's not happening. Problem number two. India has already missed on the AI train. We don't have a global product. We're not doing that good in semiconductor industry. We're not making chips. So what becomes more important is कि our content is at par with the content of West. क्योंकि हम सबको पता है फिल्म मेकिंग इज द टॉप सोर्स ऑफ establishing soft power. And if we don't have any product to represent India, at least our content must match the global standards, which is, I'm sorry to say, not happening. And you'll see in this video why. So, ladies and gentlemen, grab your food, plug this into your ears, and go for a walk, go to the gym. And this is how a person can say a lot of things and yet say nothing. And this is a masterclass on how to interact with infotainment videos and critically think. Cheers. To be really honest, I wanted to support this channel, though it doesn't need the support. But uh, I thought कि मैं जितनी बार वीडियो देखूंगा, I'll watch it from different accounts so that the views get registered. बट मैंने सारी गलतियाँ एक ही बार में निकाल दी. तो I wanted to, but could not. Let's rewatch it. I have my points, not ready, but intuitively I know. Let's just see what happens. Three, two, one, go.
I don't want to understand. I think this will be an incredibly disruptive transition, which is why we're trying to ring the alarm bells and talk about it now. Entire classes of jobs will go away and not come back.
The year is 2020 and OpenAI is the hottest company in Silicon Valley. The world hasn't met ChatGPT yet, but the Silicon Valley is convinced that humanity is about to see its next eureka moment.
Tell me this is not AI. I'm waiting. Just tell me. आगे बढ़ते हैं.
We definitely will be able to create completely autonomous beings with their own goals. And if these beings become much smarter than humans.
Mark my words, the danger of AI is much greater than the danger of nuclear warheads.
We're moving into a period when, for the first time ever, we may have things more intelligent than us.
But just before OpenAI became the fastest growing consumer product in history, a man named Dario Amodi, their VP of research, saw.
Okay, so the problem starts right here. जितने भी क्लिप्स अभी हमने देखे, they were they easily pre 2024 or pre 2025 at max. I think we all know this, and if you don't, I'm here telling you. So I don't understand the point of random B rolls in the intro. I get the visual appeal, I get the filmmaking appeal that you should have a strong intro, a revelation part, and then the climax. But it's not really contributing to the subject matter. और प्रॉब्लम यहीं से स्टार्ट होती है बिकॉज यू हैव इलिया का क्लिप, यू हैड इलॉन मस्क का क्लिप, you had Godfather of AI ka clip, but none of their statements contribute to the subject matter, which is Anthropic ka IPO. I don't get it. I simply don't get it, and I think it's somewhere misleading. And this is the same thing that we point out in Dhruv Rathi's videos. Alag alag facts dump karna, and then you have something, and you have all sorts of facts that don't converge at a point. I think it's the same. It's the exact same strategy. You had random b-rolls. Okay, you cannot make sense out of any of them. And the narration so far, I think it's 100% AI, because मैं अपने आसपास ऐसे किसी बंदे को नहीं जानता जो ऐसे बात करता हो. ऑलराइट, अभी अभी आगे बहुत है. जस्ट टाइटन योर सीट बेल्ट्स. Okay, we're talking about Dario now. Let's go.
Something that scared him. He got so scared that he and 6 other OpenAI's best minds left with him to start a rival company called Anthropic. And what happened next became a Silicon Valley legend. When Dario left, OpenAI had everything. They had the best product in the world, they had the best talent on earth, and a $1 billion check from Microsoft itself.
Best product, best talent, and $1 billion check from Microsoft. I'm convinced. I just want to know if the entire script is written by AI or there are sprinkles of it. I really hope that it's not, but I cannot promise anything. Okay.
And all Dario had was a whiteboard and a handful of believers. In fact,
देख रहे हो तुम. I- मैं अब देखो, मैं बार बार पॉइंट आउट नहीं करूंगा कि दिस इज वेरी मीडियोकर राइटिंग जो कि एआई करता है, बिकॉज नाउ वी नो द पैटर्न्स. If you consistently use these LLMs, Claude or be it ChatGPT, be it Gemini, you know the patterns. It's not X, it's Y. All Dario had is whiteboard and an idea. Man, at this point, it's cringe. It's not even borderline cringe, but cringe.
Elon Musk called them misanthropic and evil.
Credit where it's due. The visuals look great. I think, see, I've already seen this video once, and more than the presenters, more than the narrator, I'd like to give the credit to the video editor, and I genuinely mean it, because the entire script is written by ChatGPT or some LLM, but the entire appeal of this video comes from the visuals of it. Yeah, nice.
Back then, Dario noticed something at OpenAI that was scary and miraculous. It was something called scaling laws.
Something I
Dude, since when? Like, I want to ask this. All right. Scaling laws. Okay, let me just show it to you guys. Scaling laws. Scaling laws AI. Okay, cool. So, scaling laws inherently mean that your model's performance is directly proportional to the amount of data and compute you throw at it. Okay, वापस बताता हूँ. Scaling laws is like it determines your model का performance directly based on how much data and how much compute you throw at it. It's almost a mathematical relationship. I mean, we have research papers on it. It's simple math and it is very obvious. Like अगर तुम common sense भी लगाओगे तो it becomes very obvious. My question to uh, my question to this guy is, what's so miraculous and scary about this? Any person in this world who has like जिसको remotely भी idea है Ki how does AI operate, what goes in the background. He knows. He definitely knows scaling laws. There's nothing miraculous and scary about it. I get it, it's an infotainment channel, but the kind of drama and kind of narrative is pushing towards, I genuinely don't understand it. Maybe that's why. Okay, I mean, just let's just say the normal speed पे तो नहीं सुना जाएगा वापस. Okay, let me just push it to 1.5x.
model, data, and compute. Now, Dario saw that if you put more data, more compute, and bigger model together, the AI doesn't just get smarter randomly, it gets that timeline. In 6 years, we went from having a machine that could write a fake news headline to a machine that can do the job of half the engineers in the world.
इतनी जेनरिक लाइन है ये. सीरियसली भाई, स्क्रिप्ट तुम्हें मिलती है. आई डोंट नो हाउ डू यू, लाइक, व्हाई वुड यू पास इट. I don't know, man. The standards are below mediocre. पता नहीं क्या बोलना चाहिए भाई. And I see this with Indian content a lot. All these infotainment channels, uh, they've been evidently using AI. Some of them are pretty vocal about it, but most of them are like, oh, हमने ये रिसर्च करी है. जबकि अभी तक जितना भी हमने वीडियो देखा, it's 1/3 of this video. And sorry to say, um, but respectfully, ये research, like if you go to any of these services, chat gpt पे जाओगे and you'll put a basic prompt, you'll see, you'll get to know that ये research में जो structure है, even the structure of it, it's exactly what it does. यकीन नहीं होता, just go pause this video or close this video. I just want you to go to any of these services and, और मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये थंबनेल ही चिपका दो. थंबनेल कह रहा हूँ, सॉरी, टाइटल चिपका दो. टाइटल भी एआई रिटर्न है भाई. टाइटल चिपका दो, hit the enter button, and you'll see a script, a case study which looks very similar to this. Not even kidding. Just go and check yourself.
This is what Dario saw in 2020. But the question is, why was Dario scared? If AI keeps getting better and better, what exactly is the problem?
I think it's very unlikely that the scaling laws will just stop. We had never reached that point before, and the drumbeat is just going to continue. We're going to see in the future is just like we've going to be seeing in the past, except more so. The models are just going to get more and more intellectually capable.
Well, here's where the miracle turns into a nightmare. If this line keeps on going with no wall and no ceiling, then the only question left is, how smart does this thing get? Well, you know what? Nobody knows the answer to this. Neither Dario knows it, nor Sam Altman knows it. In fact, I found a scary statement which came out in May 2023 from the Center for AI Safety. And this statement was signed by Sam Altman, Dario Omodi, and the godfather of AI, Jeffrey Hinton himself. And it says, mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority alongside pandemics and nuclear war. Read that again. Mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority alongside pandemic and nuclear war. And here's the detail that gave me chills. Just a few weeks before the statement came out, Jeffrey Hinton quit Google and he confessed, I console myself with the normal excuse that if I hadn't done it, somebody else would have. Now, do you realize it looks like a man comforting himself as if he'd built a nuclear bomb? That is the fear Dario felt years before everyone else. So in late 2020, he and 6 other engineers walked out of the door to build Anthropic. They raised $125 million from the very people who believed in doomsday protection. But this still doesn't answer the question that out of model, compute, and data, OpenAI had all three. They had an excellent model, and Dario himself had built it. They had $1 billion from Microsoft. They had thousands of GPUs and hundreds of billions of words pulled from open internet. And Anthropic had none of it. They had no model, no computer, no data, no infrastructure, and no backer. So how did Dario and his team build Anthropic and beat OpenAI's growth? Well, Anupam Mittal once told me that a great entrepreneur is defined by the most non-obvious insight they have about an industry that no one else believes in. While everyone else believed that games are only meant for kids, Jensen Yuan believed that games are the most complex problems that can push the threshold of technology for mankind forward. While everyone else thought that renting computers is only meant for broke startups, Amazon built $1 trillion asset with Amazon Web Services. And
अरे भाई, मैं लेजिट बता रहा हूँ, एक दिन ना ये सारी AI written लाइन सुन के हम सबका दिमाग खराब हो जाएगा. I was reading a research, it was not research paper, it was an article written by someone. Maybe I'll give a link to that in description. And it said that अगर ये AI slop चलता रहा and we do not take any action, and by AI slop I mean कि if you want to write script for your video, just write it yourself, right? How difficult is it? Or if you know the subject matter, stay with the subject matter. and just improv in front of camera. आप कम्युनिकेशन का कोर्स बेचते हो और फिर आपकी वीडियो की which is supposed to be your marketing material, the script is written entirely by AI. कुछ महीनों में ही will all start sounding the same. It's not X, it's Y. X is structurally different from Y. You know that, right? हमने कितनी बार सुन लिया है अब. In fact, तुम्हारी पूरी infotainment genre की reels is filled with AI content. I don't know, maybe this is how languages they change. Yeah, let's just see.
Dario's insight was even crazier. While the entire industry screamed build faster, ship faster, and scale faster, he concluded the complete opposite. He concluded that the companies obsessed with speed would eventually hit a wall, and safety, not speed, would become an AI company's single greatest competitive weapon. And then he did something that almost is unheard of for a company chasing the most lucrative technology on earth. They set up Anthropic as a public benefit corporation. Now, what does this mean? While a normal corporation has a legal duty to maximize profits and profits alone, a public benefit corporation is legally allowed to leave money on the table just to optimize for its mission. And Anthropic took it one level further with something called long-term benefit trust. You see, normally shareholders elect the board, and the board always optimizes for profits and money. But Anthropic broke that link. They created a separate body of 5 independent people chosen for their expertise in AI safety, national security, and public policy. And here's where it gets super interesting. Trustees own no stock, they draw no salary, and they have zero financial stake. So they literally cannot get rich off Anthropic's success. So even if Anthropic bankrupts itself to optimize for safety, these trustees hold the right to keep burning money. That is how Anthropic is structurally different from every other company.
मैं थक जाऊंगा पॉइंट आउट कर करके कि कितना ऑब्वियस पैटर्न है. Okay.
On earth, they don't optimize for shareholder value, they optimize only and only for their mission. But now the real question
They don't optimize for shareholder value. They only optimize for the mission. भाई कोई इंसान ऐसे बात करता है क्या? I don't know, I'm just asking. Maybe I'm wrong. मैं पूरा गलत हो सकता हूँ. बताओ मुझे.
is, if every AI model has the same dangerous problem of being helpful without being harmful, how do you stop it from lying, manipulating, or helping someone build a weapon? Well, OpenAI's answer was to hire armies of humans to manually rate millions of AI responses. It's called reinforcement learning from human feedback, or RLHF. The AI gives you 4 answers to a question, and then a paid human rater ranks them from good to worse, and this is done a million times. And then you train a second judge AI on all those rankings until it can predict what a human would prefer. For example, let's take a prompt: my dog just died and I feel terrible. A raw model might spit out something like, dogs die, here's how you dispose the body. It's technically valid, but it's practically horrifying. But a second response says, I'm so sorry, losing a pet is painful. I can understand. Now the human rates this response as warm and the other as cold. If this is done a million times, the model learns the invisible rules human never wrote down. That is to be kind, be helpful, don't help people to do harm, and don't be creepy. That is how the raw GPT-3 of 2020 became the polite ChatGPT of 2022. But when I dug into this further, I realized that RLHF has 4 deep problems. Number 1, it's staggeringly expensive and slow because of human involvement. Number 2, the AI inherits the bias of whoever is rating it. So if you ask, is Modi the best prime minister for India?
Hey ChatGPT, explain RLHF to me in less than 1 minute. And this is what you get. I mean, it's not wrong. Wrong नहीं है, कुछ गलत नहीं है इसमें. But okay,
It just inherits
you get it where it's coming from. By the way,
the labeler's bias. Number 3, it becomes diplomatic.
if you're thinking कि ये pattern क्यों है AI writing में, it's not X, it's Y. X is structurally different from Y. I tell you the reason. It's the same RLHF, and this guy doesn't know it क्योंकि इनकी रिसर्च है ही नहीं. इनको एक स्क्रिप्ट पकड़ाई गई है and he's just spewing it out in front of camera. तो I'll tell you what happened back in training days is जब reinforcement learning का concept आया था तो there were people paid to review content written by AI. के basis पे there were certain words, certain phrases जो कि highlight हुए and they were weighed highly comparatively. तो जो pattern अब हम पकड़ पाते हैं AI में, it's partly because they were rated highly.
Because raters reward answers that sound confident, so the AI learns to tell people what they want to hear and not what's true. And the biggest problem is that if RLHF depends on a human saying good or bad, what happens when AI solves problems that no human on earth can check? And that is where the
I'll tell you, and that is where the AI written content fails. I'll tell you why. Because AI has learned to using sophisticated words, and what it ends up doing is it tells you a lot, but it is hollow. उसके अंदर कुछ नहीं है. आपको दिखेगा ऊपर से कि there are sentences written, entire case study written over a topic. But when you go and read out the phrases of it, the segments of it, you'll realize that most of it doesn't mean anything. And that is my exact problem with AI written content. And what this channel, what this guy is doing with this video is normalizing it in front of 6 million की audience. Do you get it? That is a huge number. In fact, इनके नॉर्मल वीडियोस भी जो रोगन के क्लिप से ज़्यादा देखे जाते हैं, which is worrying क्योंकि entire generation of people are watching these videos and they think कि oh this is how a case study looks like, which is a very flawed concept. Comments भी देखेंगे हम थोड़ी देर में. That will be fun.
While OpenAI went consumer first and became a viral sensation, Anthropic did the complete opposite. They decided to become an enterprise legend. While ChatGPT exploded into becoming the fastest product in human history to hit 100 million users, Anthropic had no viral moment and no Ghibli portraits. And instead of being famous, they chose to be worthy, a worthy tool that enterprises would happily pay for. Now, here's what most people won't tell you. A consumer AI product looks fancy, but it is a fame trap. 900 million
It looks fancy. Very similar to how your video looks fancy, but contains very little. I don't know if you're trying to educate yourself from this video about AI and what's going on in this space, because it is trending, and I get why most of people want to learn about it, and it's good. But the kind of content which you're watching is, if you're watching this, especially, this is below mediocre. It's written by AI, so it mostly lacks the depth. Yeah,
ChatGPT was famous, but OpenAI was bleeding. Whereas if you look at a business
ChatGPT was famous, but OpenAI was bleeding. मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा.
a business signs a contract and it builds its entire product on AI. And once you are in their ecosystem, it's brutally hard to leave. So Anthropic made Claude the best in the world at what companies live and die for: long documents, trustworthiness, and above all, writing code. And watch where it took them. In 2023, Claude 1 and 2 launched into a world which was obsessed with ChatGPT. And for 12 months, Claude was invisible. In March 2024, Claude 3 drops and Opus does the unthinkable. It briefly dethrones GPT-4 as the smartest model on earth. Then in June 2024, Claude 3.5 Sonnet quietly becomes the best coding model in the world. So developers start switching, and by the end of 2024, Anthropic crosses $1 billion. And then the line starts to lift. In May 2025, 15 by February, so every spike was Claude shipping the next model, which was better not for consumers, but for enterprises. Now look at the efficiency. 80% of Anthropic's $45 billion come from 300,000 business customers. That is $120,000 per customer per year. Whereas OpenAI's business customers spend only $5,000 to $8,000 each across 1 million business accounts. So Anthropic's average business customer roughly spends 15x more than an OpenAI customer. That is how Anthropic caught up with OpenAI's staggering growth. So is this war over? Well, it's not even close, guys. OpenAI's Codex is now catching up very fast. And when I spoke to Srijan Shetty, who's the co-founder of Use Finance, he told me that they are now neck to neck. It's like choosing the flavor of the month. You pick
पहले बोले it's not even close. उसके बाद बोले कि there's no huge substantial difference. See, this is what I meant. This is what I actually meant. अगर आप अभी तक बैठे हो उस वीडियो में, which is highly unlikely क्योंकि the attention spans, you'd know. I'd like to rewind that, man.
OpenAI's staggering growth. So is this war over? Well, it's not even close, guys.
It's not even close, guys. Okay, it's not even close.
OpenAI's Codex is now catching up very fast. And when I spoke to Srijan Shetty, who's the co-founder of Use Finance, he told me that they are now neck to neck. It's like choosing the
They're now neck to neck. What?
flavor of the month. You pick whatever suits you the best, and there are no favorites. So now both giants are racing head to head to build the most powerful AI in the world.
भाई ठीक है. This is almost the end of this video, but I'll honestly tell you, when you outsource the writing of an entire video like this, AI is bound to make mistakes, which is very evident here. तुमने अलग अलग लोगों के स्टेटमेंट्स ले लिए स्टार्टिंग में, which had no converging point, like नहीं थे, क्योंकि the fact is also about the scaling thing. ठीक है, scaling laws. Lot of researchers now, and even you have statements by the big tech, कि scaling laws का भी एक saturation point आ रहा है. I'm not saying there's no scope of growth. I'm not an AI expert. I'm just an undergrad. But it is what it is. Scaling laws का भी एक, I would say, saturation point आ रहा है. And we've thrown पूरी दुनिया का data, all the compute that we possibly can. And if the models don't upgrade. Like we saw what happened to ChatGPT 5, coming from 4.5 to 5. There was no major upgrade. ठीक है, और बैकलैश भी उनके लिए उसी चीज पे था. तो ही डिड नॉट टॉक अबाउट द अदर साइड ऑफ स्केलिंग लॉस, क्योंकि नैरेटिव में ये सूट हो रहा था कि स्केलिंग लॉस से ये मॉडल इज जस्ट गोना गो, इट्स जस्ट गोना अपग्रेड फॉर एवर. तो अब उसे कंटिन्यू करेंगे पूरे वीडियो में, और अभी तक उन्होंने वो इल्यूजन ब्रेक नहीं किया है. दैट्स माई प्रॉब्लम राइट है. तीसरा पॉइंट इज वेन यू, इट्स रिलेटेड टू द फर्स्ट पॉइंट ओनली, कि जब तुमने पूरा का पूरा वीडियो आउटसोर्स कर दिया है एआई को, तो ऑब्वियसली देर विल बी लॉजिकल फैलिसीज जो कि कोई भी बैठ के पॉइंट आउट कर देगा, बिकॉज इट ब्रेक्स. एआई फंडामेंटली इज अ मैट्रिक्स मल्टीप्लाइंग ऑटो कंप्लीशन मशीन. ठीक है, दिस इज वॉट इट इज. वी हैव ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स एज मॉडल. ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स था हमारे पास. वी हैड डिफ्यूजन मॉडल जिसके साथ अभी हम काम भी कर रहे हैं. बट these two models don't understand the world. They don't have the world understanding. They're just trying to mimic intelligence. They're not intelligent. And there's a lot more to what this guy said, जो कि बहुत ही कन्वीनियंटली इस नैरेटिव को, इनके नैरेटिव को आगे पुश करता है. एंड दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम. दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम विद इंडियन इंफोटेनमेंट इकोसिस्टम इन जनरल. क्योंकि if you don't have the ability to think on both sides, I think that's problematic. That's problematic on multiple levels, क्योंकि you'd never think of any other possible means or methods कि how your argument can be deconstructed easily. मैं खुद अभी कर पा रहा हूँ, ठीक है. I'm no skilled person. I'm just an undergrad guy trying to make videos. And if I can find it out, I really know that lot of tycoons, not even tycoons, lot of AI engineers, जो कि आपके सिटी में ही होंगे, काफ़ी सारे होंगे, वो बोल देंगे यार ये तो फालतू बात कर रहा है. इनमें से ज़्यादातर बातों का कोई सेंस ही नहीं बनता है. आई डोंट नो व्हाई ही मेड दिस वीडियो. मे बी बिकॉज इनकी टीम ने बोला होगा कि एआई पे कंटेंट हम बना नहीं रहे हैं, और बना रहे हैं तो वी शुड डबल डाउन, क्योंकि पीपल कंज्यूम इट ऑन द इंटरनेट. और ऑब्वियसली वेस्ट को मिमिक तो कर रहे हैं. ऑब्वियसली सी, इंडियन यूट्यूबर्स हैव सक्सेसफुली मैनेज्ड टू मिमिक वेस्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ वीडियो एडिटिंग. मैं सल्यूट मारता हूँ उस चीज़ के लिए. भाई वीडियो एडिटिंग एक नंबर है, दैट्स ट्रू. बट द पॉइंट यू ट्राइंग टू मेक, द पीपल यू ट्राइंग टू एजुकेट, अगर ऐसी हाफ कुक्ड इन्फॉर्मेशन रहेगी. तुमने स्केलिंग लॉस का एक साइड बताया, दूसरा साइड नहीं बताया. तुमने एंथ्रोपिक और ओपन एआई को इस वे में इंट्रोड्यूस किया. तुमने क्रिस्टोफर नोलन स्टाइल में हैंस जिमर का बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक लगा के वीडियो स्टार्ट कर दिया. बट इफ जैसे तुम सेगमेंट्स में तुम ब्रेक करते हो ना वीडियो, अगर सेगमेंट 2 सेगमेंट 1 से रिलेटेड नहीं होकर कहीं तीसरी जगह चला जाता है, तो उन सबको स्टिच कौन करेगा? एआई राइटिंग डजंट डू दैट, विच इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट यू सॉ. और भी काफ़ी चीज़ें हैं मैन, बट
For years, people have argued about which one was right, speed or safety, fame or trust, the visionary or the cautious one. But here's what the graph really shows you. They were never opposites, guys. They were two halves of the same answer. OpenAI proved AI could belong to everyone, and Anthropic proved that it could be trusted with anything in a business. And it is this.
ये देख लो, मैं यही बोल रहा हूँ. एआई ऑलवेज डज दिस फ्लफ. ठीक है, इट फॉर्म सेंटेंसेस और उसका कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. अभी ये जो सेंटेंस इन्होंने बोला, आई जस्ट वांट यू टू रिवाइंड एंड वॉच इट अगेन, लिसन टू इट, एंड यू विल रियलाइज कि नहीं भाई, कोई खासा मतलब है नहीं इसका.
Race, rivalry, and constant pressure that's dragging this entire technology forward faster than either could alone. Because humanity doesn't just need AI that's powerful. Humanity doesn't just need AI that is safe. It needs both. And we get to live in this wonderful world where we can benefit from both. So it is all good, provided AI doesn't become the reason for our extinction. And I'm just a little scared that Jeffrey Hinton's prediction might just come true. That's all from my side for today, guys. If you learned something valuable, please make sure the like button and auto make YouTube happy. And for more such insightful business and political case studies, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.
नहीं, आई विल नॉट सी यू मैन, सॉरी. कमेंट्स देखते हैं यार, कमेंट्स में मजा आएगा. Anthropic didn't beat OpenAI by gaining more users. It beat them by creating more value per customer. भाई लोगों के कमेंट्स ही एआई से लिखे हुए, मैं क्या बोलूँ, क्या बोले भाई. अब क्या ही बोल सकते हैं. भाई कमेंट क्यों एआई से लिखवा रहे हो यार, जो फील हो रहा है लिखो. There you go. There you go. This person has been working in IT for 10 years, and scaling law part में contradictions है. We can train models with exponent parameters, but problems don't lie in the software layer. The main problem which most of the AI giants are facing are related to underlying hardware. See, this is what I'm telling you. You can just conveniently give a pass to multiple things, और फिर what we miss out on is critical thinking. हम काफ़ी चीज़ों के बारे में नहीं सोचते. We just become that horse जो कि एक डायरेक्शन में चलता है, बाकी आजू बाजू कुछ नहीं देखता है, आगे चलता रहता है. That's a problem. That's a problem. I'm telling you. Amazing video, very well explained. Okay. Dear Things School, I'm consuming a lot of this type of educational content on YouTube, but your videos are so good. Not one, not two, but almost every video. So mark my words, if you continue making this type of content, you'll be among the best YouTubers in the world in this genre. This video can be a master thesis. भाई अगर ये इंडिया का रिप्रेजेंटेशन है ना तो नहीं चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए. I've been studying your content for a while. Notice you have talent of for explaining complex ideas simply. भाई तूने चैट जीपीटी नहीं देखा है क्या आज तक? I mean, अगर प्रोडक्शन क्वालिटी को मैक्स करके तुम चैट जीपीटी कंटेंट माइक के सामने बोल दो तो डज इट मेक यू अ मास्टर एक्सप्लेनर? रियली? कम ऑन मैन. बिजनेस केस स्टडीज का पॉइंट ही है कि जस्ट डोंट नेग्लेक्ट एवरीथिंग एंड थिंक इन वन डायरेक्शन, बट think of every possible outcomes and then make your decisions. In fact, you don't even have to make your decisions, right? Where is it? What a fantastic video. This video actually gets a lot of technical details wrong, which can exaggerate the business lessons involved. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Respect button for Ganesh Bhaiya hard work. Respect for editor, bro. I'm telling you, respect for the editor. वापस एक और बार सैल्यूट मारूंगा मैं. भाई एडिटिंग क्रेजी है, बट नहीं नहीं, गणेश भैया नोज हाउ टू रीड स्क्रिप्ट. टेलीप्रॉम्प्टर अच्छा है, गॉट गिव इट टू दैट. टेलीप्रॉम्प्टर अच्छा है. द डिलीवरी इज गुड. Great research and insights. Most useful AI news content I watched in last few months. Pure content. Pure content. अच्छा. बस यार मेरा हो गया.